G'day mates, and welcome back to Aldrin Space Program Manager, heading into our Soviet campaign right now. Now I've had a look at the numbers and I think it's probably worthwhile giving it a shot. I'm going to shoot off the Lunar impactor simply because I think we need to really bump up our prestige. We're not going to lose anything. If we do fail, we lose a bit of money and, well, we'll get over it. Next season we will be gaining a whole bunch more money. We'll be shooting up in terms of income because we are over our 12,500 prestige limit. So this will give us a little tiny bit of an advantage. It'll give us one extra turn to play with in the next round. Let's see, we've got our best candidates in there. This flight director is actually very good. He started off well and he learns quickly. So Pushkin is definitely a good flight director, flight controller. Okay, that is that one going. May as well train our remaining 3 people left over. Xenia, you can go up on your trajectory. Over 90% I'd be happy with. So I'm going to start spreading people out, getting different things. You can actually train up until you get to at least 85 as well. New mate, you can train up. May as well do that until you get to 85. Because we're not going to need you just yet, I don't think. Just one more quick check at our payloads and R&D. Vostok is going well. The Lunar 2 probe is pretty much as good as it's going to get. It's going to go up by 2%, which may come in handy. I'm not sure. Rocket programs, the Vostok again is very, very good. And it's hardly increasing, but not much else I can do with these people. And you know what, the Lunar is not going to increase at all. 0.2% is not worth the money or the time, to be perfectly honest. So what I can do is train you guys up in rockets again. You are definitely going to be my rocket person. You are good at rockets. Are you good at anything else? Probably. I'm going to train you up in rockets. I'm actually going to do you in human-rated rockets though, just because we'll be using a lot more of those in the coming years. Okay, let's go for a launch here. Okay, Volst is looking good. You are nearly ready. And the probe had a tiny little bit of an increase. Okay, I am going to be quiet for this one and just enjoy the beautiful Soviet music.
Давление в камерах двигателей в норме. Есть отделение первой ступени. Подтверждаем отделение первой ступени. Есть просвора головного обтекателя. Двигатель третьей ступени работает нормально. Параметры системы управления ракетоносителя в норме.
Выдаю команду. Высота 1920.
Well, there you go. That is probably one of the only times you want your spacecraft to actually crash. And it did. We impacted the moon. We proved the fact that we can actually hit the moon. It is a remarkably difficult thing to hit, I would imagine. And yeah, upgraded our lunar booster just that little bit better. Not that we'll really be using it. I think we might test out the Vostok on this one, the unmanned Vostok, early on. But we won't be using any of the other things after that. So that's gone very well. It's actually gone very nicely. And a big boost as well to prestige. There we go. 21,000 we're now getting per turn. That is massive. We have a huge amount of money to spend. And what we're going to do is level 3 heavyweight rockets. I don't really think we need heavyweight rockets just yet. So I am going to hold off on that. What we're going to do though is bring you up to top level and bring you up to the next level as well. We could probably actually... is it headquarters? Yeah. It's only a little bit of money. It's an extra 250, but it will allow us to have more programs open. So I am going to do that. I rarely have more than 2 or 3, but just in the off chance that we want to have 4, perhaps at the same time. So let's have a quick look here. What we can do is get rid of the Lunar 2 mission. There are no other mission alternatives or programs that we can run there. So we are fully into Vostok now. How are we going to do this? What would I like to do? I actually think I would like to probably keep working on some lunar probes. If I were to go for the bioscience flight, or even probably actually I want to go for this lunar rover. 750 kilo robotic rover. And that's a modified Soyuz spacecraft. So that may actually give us... it's a lot more expensive. It's probably a lot more difficult, and it's only going to give us... There's only 2 goals that we can actually get. So we've already done 3 of them. So one of them will be going around the moon. One might be a close-up photographs or something. Let's see if we can have a look. Okay, lunar probe we've done. We haven't done a soft landing. We haven't got close-up pictures of level 2, which is very close up. We do have level 1, and of course there's that particular thing. I see, so we've already done 2 out of 5, so there's 3 remaining. We're here, there's 3 as well. That one's worth a lot. There's a lot of prestige in there. What I'm thinking is we may actually do the slightly cheaper one, the Zond 5, on the off chance that it is... Yeah, we'll do this on the off chance it's easier to research. And we need a very, very heavy rocket. The Proton K booster looks like to be the one we're going to use. This one can also send things interplanetary, if we do decide to do that. We're already at 63%, that's very nice. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to actually leave you there. Lunar we'll keep open. The Proton K we will need. But these are other people here. So let's have a quick look at, what was I doing in here? Let's have a quick look at the Vostok. That is actually very good. Do we have any space probe people? You're a space probe. So are you. So are you. And you're not. So what I'm going to do is actually spend our money and actually open up the level 2. We could even jump up to level 3, we've got the cash for it. I wonder if we could push straight for the Soyuz. Now this is only testing it around Earth. But if we opened this one here, it'd be a hell of a lot of work because we haven't really done anything to quite this scale, so we wouldn't have a big starting bonus. A lot of the, if you work your way up, if you do, let me go back, if you do space planes and then level 1, level 2, or 2-man and then 3-man capsules, you can actually start off each new project with a very big bonus. We're not going to have quite that size bonus, but I think it's worthwhile going for it. The Soyuz is the module. I think I actually use a version of the Soyuz today, the actual modern Russian space program. Oh, of course we don't have the money for it. It's a very expensive one. How much is that one? I see, there's different versions, I see. So that's the The 2-man one, the 2-crew one. I wonder if we might be better off. Oh wow, that's expensive. 40,000? It's incredible. We might even be better off opening the smaller one here and just practicing building a Soyuz for a 2-man before we go up to a 3-crew one. Or we could save our money for another turn, and that's what I think I'm going to do. So that'll give us a chance to train everybody one more time. Okay, you are going to be crewed spacecraft, that's what we'll need a lot of. You are also crewed. Crewed as well. You've got a lot of different talents, but I think crewed spacecraft will be more useful because there's other things we can put it on. And if it turns out to be a waste, then I can retrain you and put you into something else as required. Let's train these people. So you've got your leadership up and you've got your fitness up. Very good. You don't talk to me again until that is above 85. And you are very, very good actually. So I'm going to put you... Probably get that... Actually, no, let's work on EVA. We will be doing EVA in the near future. Don't think I can train you up any more there, so I'm going to go trajectory in case we need more people there. You are also very good, so we'll go operations. You are our all-rounder, so 7.8. Oh wow, look at that. She's incredible. I don't think I'll ever use you as anything other than propulsion, because we need one of those for every single flight. So you may as well train one more time. And you can just go for systems, I guess. Okay, let's go around and get some money rolling in. I probably could have launched the Volst. Considering that they are testing the Mercury quite significantly, I think it's worthwhile to definitely proceed. How many do I need? I'm probably going to go back and cancel them all. It doesn't matter, let's have a look what we need here. To do a suborbital flight, we're going to need the Lunar booster, and we're going to need 9 flight controllers in various different fields. So let's... may as well actually remove these people from training. It's a bit of a waste, but they are our best people. You're good, Pushkin, so you can stay where you are. Bring you back. You're also good, I'll bring you back, and you are... I'll let you keep training. Okay, I think we have sufficient people now in the right fields, so let's do an unmanned or an uncrewed Volst. Just make sure they've put them in the right positions. Yes, we have got everyone ready. Okay, we're going to send this one off and see what happens. Hopefully our Lunar rocket will hold up. He's a very, very good rocket. Okay, Maria, you're getting a little bit old actually. I'm worried that you may not hang around with us much longer. For an astronaut, 43 is reasonably old. You're though still very young, and I like your leadership. And we will need somebody on the ground. So the flight crew uses majority mission control, but when you've got when you've got some manned missions, they do start using a, I believe they call it a Capcom, Captain Commander, or I don't know what it is exactly, some kind of job, and that requires an astronaut or a cosmonaut on the ground, and leadership is the only skill they use. Essentially they're there to guide the people through from the ground, so I will need somebody to be very good. You are brilliant, and I suppose just keep training, and you... I don't know, go in that as well, I suppose. Doesn't matter. Okay, next season. Zond 5 is actually looking very good. And the Vostok, we probably stop building on that right now. We're not getting much. But this is a proof of concept. So again, I'm probably going to speed this one up. This is not going to be a very interesting one. So I will, you can watch it, but it'll be at a very high speed. Catch you on the other side. Well, that is one way to exit a spacecraft. We shot a little test dummy out in an ejector seat. It's quite an interesting way of doing it. But it does work. Proof of concept, this ship will fly. I did have a couple of problems, but we appear to have fixed them, which is always good. Okay, they are... Ooh, okay, they're trying to land a spacecraft on the moon. Hopefully our Zond will be able to keep up. Thank you, comrade. I'm working hard. Okay, who we got here? Our rocket people, I assume. It looks like our rocket people are well trained. So let's go and start leveling up the Proton K. It's a powerful booster. You're actually human rated. So what I'm going to do now is, now that we've got the funding for it, I'm actually going to, wrong button, let's go and open the Soyuz here. It's the one I'm going to be using to get to the moon. If I do have the time and the money, even on hard, I will end up trying to do some of the other ones, but for the time being, that's the way we're going to do it. Now we're going to require quite a heavy rocket, the Soyuz booster. 7, I actually don't have enough money for it. That is a bummer. So instead what I'll do is I will just train them one more time in human rated rockets. That'll put some of them into the range of nearly 90%, which is a very nice area to be. There we go, a bit more training, and I actually can hire more people because I seem to have built that. Upgrades, let's have a look at our people here. You are a little bit old, but you're very good, especially for EVA. Which is what I'll need soon. You're outstanding. Low skills, but very young and very well trainable. You're pretty good. You are also good-ish. Okay, we're starting to struggle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. Probably be you, Nikolai. Oh, your age puts you in front by a long way. Okay, we have our people. Class of Underhost. You might be a real person, a real NASA person or something, because it seems odd for a Soviet name to have a Dutch person. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go hire our recruits, and they'll come in shortly. We'll be able to train them up and shoot off. We may as well keep launching Vostok. We're going to burn our way through all of these. We can do an uncrewed orbital flight test now because we haven't got any astronauts available. What are we going to need? The Vostok booster. This is the first time we've used this one, so hopefully it works. We're going to need... Have we got enough people for it? Yep, so we don't require a surgeon or a Capcom because there are no people. That's our cosmonaut, one of them. and that will be a, what's the word, it'll be a another skilled person. Looking good, looking very good. Let's confirm this and hope for the best. Ooh, we already cut through a lot of our money. Doesn't matter, I think we'll have enough. And you, Xenia, can train up your trajectory in GNC. And let's launch off. Proton K is getting there, well it's very difficult, and the Zond is, yeah, catching up. And again, it's uncrewed, so it's just a test of concept. We get a tiny bit of prestige, but it's not really anything spectacular. We'll watch through, and I'll cut it out as per usual. Well, we had a failure re-entering. That appears to be our weak point at the moment. We've stuffed that up a number of times with a number of different craft. It doesn't say exactly what happened, but it appears the Vostok has taken a big downgrade. Vostok booster worked flawlessly, but unfortunately our spacecraft is less effective than we thought. We'll have to fix that problem before we can launch it again. And, okay, NASA has put a man in orbit, finally. Achieved orbital flight. So they are catching up, and we unfortunately are stagnating a little bit. But this is where I'm going to call this episode. So I've been Blxz, this has been Buzz Aldrin's Space Program Manager. We're playing the Soviet run-through. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Really does help the channel grow. I know you probably hear me say it all the time, and it does get a little bit old, maybe a bit grating. But I appreciate the help, and I will see you next time.